Are you ready to harness this 11/11/2020 portal? It's been a year, but in this video, I'm here to talk about the Tantric Numerology of this 11/11/2020 portal, what it means for your business, and of course, a potent Pillars of Light tarot spread for you to really harness this energy to finish out 2020 strong and to pave the path towards success. What is up, everyone? Sabrina here. Thanks so much for being here. I'm excited to be sharing with you one of my favorite days of the year, 11/11, and the fact that we have this 11/11/2020, potent. Thank you for being here. Remember to click subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and ring that little bell so you can know when my next messages and medicine is coming through, because I got a lot in store helping multidimensional entrepreneurs sacredly disrupt the matrix. But anyways, let's dive in. So 11/11, we all know, make a wish, manifestation. Yes, this scar on my hand, I don't know if you could see with the lighting. I have a scar here that I got on 11/11/2011 at 11:11 p.m. walking into the emergency room with 11 stitches in my hand. So I always love this day and thinking back at this to see, like, within our hands, anything can be manifested, and we have to go forth and take initiative. And that's so much of what this energy is today. This 11/11 portal is a potent time for you to understand that you can manifest whatever it is you want. But more than just like placing your order in the universe, you got to align to it. You have to act as if. You have to become that vibrational match to it. And when we think about why this 11/11/2020 is really potent, I'm going to dive into the Tantric Numerology. But a fun fact, we haven't had this kind of consecutive 11/11/2020 since 11/11/1919. And that was 101 years ago. So this is a very, very beautiful time that we're seeing this repeated number within our years and our day here. And we're not going to have this for quite some time to 2121. But I mean, come on, let's get real. The fact that it's 2020 after the year we've had. So I want to talk about the potency of these numbers, because anyone that knows me knows my passion for numerology. It's been a tool that's helped me, and it's something that I teach a lot in my programs, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's in offerings like Thrive, Business Alchemy. And to celebrate this 11/11 portal, because I'm going to be teaching to you today about Tantric Numerology, which is something I teach in Thrive, I'm offering 20% off now until Sunday, the end of this week. You can get 20% off with the code PORTAL. So you can either do the pay in full or the 2 monthly payments. And so this is a really great opportunity for you to not only learn and dive deeper into this Tantric Numerology that I'm about to share with you, because we need as many people, all hands on deck, to really not only close out 2020 strong, but to set a really powerful path for the rest of this decade. We're just getting started here, and there's a lot of change going on. So if you don't know a lot of what Tantric Numerology is, it's a really powerful practice that we use in Kundalini Yoga that works a lot based off of your birthday to understand where you're feeling weak and where you're balanced in one of your 10 bodies. So the way that it works, we have 1 physical body, 3 mental bodies, and then we have 1, 3, 6 spiritual bodies. So think of it, I've talked about this many times on the Sovereign Society podcast. I've talked about it here. We're in a 4 year right now, 2020. You know what else is a 4? 11/11. But there's more than that. So I want to first dive in and talk about the neutral mind, talking about it being a 4 year and 11/11, because 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4. So the neutral mind it's evident that this is the energy we've been going through this year. It allows us to navigate through time and space with discernment, okay? So we are on this duality planet. You know, everyone wants to accelerate to 5D and completely put behind 3D. but we are multidimensional beings. And this is why I'm here helping multidimensional entrepreneurs. You can't just live in that 5D and ignore the rest. To me, that's a form of spiritual bypassing. And I'm going to be talking about it more in next week's episode of the Sovereign Society podcast of the journey from the 3D to the 5D. But with this discernment, and I teach this in Thrive, when you find what's going on and you're recognizing both sides of the coin as the coin, that 9-second journey that we can get caught up in the negative mind of like the fear, the anxiety, the limiting beliefs, what have you, to the overzealous, to finding that balance, that stabilization. We are able, with a balanced, neutral mind, to see what's going on and look at the win-win situation of what's being presented to us. And we can receive that guidance within 9 seconds. So if that subconscious mind of yours is still unprocessed or wounded or is running the show, it's going to be a lot more challenging to find that space of neutrality. So again, this is why we have to understand and get radically honest with ourselves, because when that neutral mind is weak, we have this hard time making decisions, and that victim mindset arises because we don't know how to integrate our experiences at that place and to find meaning in them. There's definitely been a lot of that going on post-election as well. And so we need to see, even collectively, to be more compassionate to the people that feel victimized by what's going on. We also need to understand, regardless of the election, within ourselves, like, where do we keep putting ourselves in that victim mindset? As soon as you're able to recognize that, you can start healing and finding that balance in that neutral mind. And this is what we need to be in, that space, so that we can be in that hawk perspective, watch what's going on, be an observer, and choose accordingly. This is really important for genuine leadership. This is important for your relationships. This is important for yourself and how you're choosing to nourish and honor yourself as well. So when we talk about 1111 being 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4, and then 2020 being 2 + 2 is 4, when we add that up, we get 8, which is the pranic body, the life force. And it's really important for us to remember to breathe during these times. Breathe within our body to allow that vitality and that energetic, healthy sense of self. And we find that when we're balanced in our pranic body and our breath. And so when we can get to that space, we are fearless and we're navigating through this life knowing that God is on our side and that we are here co-creating this experience with God, Spirit, Universe, being this sacred vessel. We cannot be that sacred vessel if we're still running on these levels of anxiety, whether they're really far in the pendulum or even just low levels of anxiety. We have to understand, where are we fatigued? Where are we binge eating? Where are we abusing substances, alcohol, caffeine, drugs, what have you, to cultivate and to bring these stimulations for energy? Where are we thinking of the things that are outside of us to fuel us when we can just go within to that breath? And if we're feeling defensive, if we're feeling fearful, if we're feeling imbalanced, if we're projecting that out into the world, go back to that breath. So let's just take 3 long, deep breaths here together. Take that inhale, hold it, lock mola bond, rectum, sex organs, low belly, pull up, tighten, squeeze. Bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth and let it go. 2 more times. Take a deep inhale. Lock mola bond, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Allow that life force energy to rise up through the chakras, through the third eye. And as you exhale it out through the crown. And one more time. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold it. And just feel the gift that you have, this breath and this life that's allowing you to navigate through this and to answer the call and share and release with that exhale out into the world your love, your truth, your compassion, your gift, and your medicine. Pranic body. That's a very, very potent energy today. We need to return back to this breath, because while there's a lot of things recalibrating right now in the world, we're purging out the last of the Piscean age, everyone. We're going into the Aquarian age. Go back to that breath. Find yourself in that center. And then, of course, the 11th body, 11, right? Let's talk about that, because that's your master number. The 11th body is when you are fully in that self-mastery and you have this divine inspiration leading you, where the ego is balanced. Your ego can be your amigo. I talked about that in the latest episode of the Sovereign Society podcast, which you can go and listen to right here with my girl, Amy Pominski. And we talked about the importance of what it takes to start to embody you with courage is about allowing your ego to be your friend. And this is an understanding that when the 11th body is balanced, there's a relationship with the ego and yourself of like navigating through it, where it's not taking over and that's not what's leading. And you're allowing spirit to effortlessly take the lead. You're in that space of surrender where you can just trust and have faith in what's unfolding, because you are becoming embodied. You've mastered yourself. You're embodied in your truth. And when the 11th body is weak, this is where we find ourselves really enslaved to the will of the ego. And it's the wounded part of ourselves. It's that internal battle that you're experiencing where, you know, you want to be the complete master of you in this physical reality. And to get there, you have to surrender. Be willing to let go. Be willing to ask for help. I'm here for you. Your loved ones are here for you. Your guides are here for you. You're not on this journey alone. The lone wolf days are over. And I know that's a lot of what this 1111 energy really wants us to understand as we go into this Aquarian age. The lone wolf days are over. So what does this mean for your business? How are you choosing to use your platform to be part of the solution? That's the big question you need to ask yourself. If we all want to manifest, if we are just like take, then there's not this like balance of reciprocity of give and receive. Like maybe you want to manifest an opportunity to share your medicine more, not just like wanting something materially. So where can you start to hone in with yourself and allow your business to bring more breath into the world, to bring more life into the world? This is something that you can really use this energy. How are you using your platform, your medicine, to bring more life to your community, to yourself, to your relationships, your loved ones, to humanity at large? This is the question you really should hone in on with this 1111 portal. Next, check in with yourself. It's been quite a year for business in 2020, personal level as well. But a lot of us, like, things were not what we expected to be or planned it to be. And we've had to learn to, again, surrender that 11th body. We've had to learn to just trust this process. And so I invite you, this 1111 portal, to go and check with your ego. And is it what's leading? Or are you allowing yourself to be in the surrender? Are you allowing yourself to be humble and be in humble service to your community? Or are you just looking to take to climb the social ladder? Check in with yourself. What habits are no longer working? Because this is a very potent portal for you to manifest that next blessed up version of you. But you have to start purging what isn't serving, what isn't in alignment anymore. And the next thing I would really suggest on how you can harness this energy for your business is, are you cultivating these energetic boundaries and really taking that time for you? I mean, here in the Northern Hemisphere, the leaves are starting to fall. It feels like winter in some places. And where our bodies are starting to slow down, to rest, to hermit, to hibernate. So how are you choosing this time to nourish your needs, to connect with God, spirit, universe, to be in that space so that you can be a vessel to close out 2020, to go into this new decade, to go into 2021. You need to start focusing on these boundaries. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be sharing in the next coming weeks how I'm here to support you with that and how to help you slay your systems, which I'm really excited about. But this is just a time for you to remember to play. And I'm excited to see what the tarot has to say as well. But this is the time for you to play and to slow down and to start being grateful for what you've already manifested. Use that as a guiding force to be in that space of gratitude, to calm more of it in. So let's pull some cards, shall we? I've got the Moonchild Tarot. I thought, I'm in this deck, I wanted to connect with this energy for 11/11. And so we're going to pull 4 cards. The first card is going to be about the medicine of this portal. The second one is going to be about how do we finish 2020 strong. The third one is about how to stop self-sabotaging yourself. And then the fourth one is all about paving that path ahead and what is it that's going on. So let's go into the medicine of this portal. Ready? Boom. The Queen of Cups reverse. So clearly a lot of emotions are going on, and we're still in Scorpio season, which has been a very, very emotional time for a lot of people. But with this energy, I just really want you to start expressing your feelings and your emotions out there, love, because you are an emotional empath and it's been heavy out there. So it's time for you to start really clearing out, like this little cup here, like start clearing out those energetic attachments that aren't serving. We need to start, this is a water sign, right? So we need to honor the emotions, cleanse ourselves, purify ourselves. How are you choosing to honor your feelings and emotions and listening to them? If you are feeling burnt out and tired, which a lot of us have been lately, are you giving yourself permission to rest? Are you giving yourself permission to slow down? So again, Queen of Cups reversed. The next one is about how are we going to finish 2020 strong? Ooh, King of Swords. I love this because I see this like path, right? We're going into this path, and these goals of what we're going to do, we have the ability to tap into them. And so we can set our vision high and really reach for it. But to get there, we have to have faith in ourselves that we can accomplish it. This Swords energy, we got an air sign. So a water sign and an air sign. This can be a lot of mental. So we need to get our mental self, get our mindset really ready to have faith in ourselves and in our dreams, and to do it with confidence. Like, this guy is regal AF. Like, he's here to stand with conviction and nothing can stop him. He feels protected. He feels guided. He's unstoppable. And so just remember this, like, your goals, you can do it. It's coming down to the mindset and taking action. So to finish 2020 strong, take that time to pave this path on what it is you want to accomplish. Like, put it down, like schedule it down with what to do. The next is how to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Say that fast 3 times. Ooh, we got the Page of Swords reversed. So 2 swords, we got the Knight and the Page, and the Page, of course, is right before the Knight. And so you have great ideas and you have to follow through, right? We had this Knight of Swords here. This was about finishing 2020 strong. To get there, we had to get honest on where we're self-sabotaging ourselves, a step backward, that Page, right? But it's in reverse. So we need to start discerning between the head and the heart. I just think this is the time for you to cut the cords of what's been holding you back, like what's been tying you back, because you have a permission to be free. Trust in, you have every right and you have permission to be that free spirit. You're doing your business to liberate. It's the type of moksha. Your dharma and moksha, they go hand in hand. You are liberating yourself. So let's start cutting all that shit that's holding you back. And then the last is going to be about, the last here with the 3 of Cups is about the path that's being paved ahead. there's a lot of friendship here that's supporting you, and you're not alone in this. Like I said, the lone wolf days are over. Healing is in store. So we just got to start listening to your heart, and you're growing spiritually and physically right now. So you need to surround yourself with what lights you up. You need to surround yourself with play, with this friendship, with community, and fill your cup, rest a bit, relax, like do what you need to do, because adventure awaits. If you're hearing the call to go on an adventure with some friends, I really suggest that you jump on it and take it. It's pretty fascinating. We had what? A cup, a sword, and a cup. Clearly, like emotions and your mental. So we need to, again, balance that head and the heart, the neutral mind. Like there's no accident why this is happening and why this is going down. So all in all, I just encourage you, this 11/11, make time to play. And if you're going to go and manifest and like start to lay out what it is you're calling in, make it playful, put on some music. I'll have my Spotify playlist in the bottom of the show notes, and go subscribe there. And I want to hear in the comments below, what are you calling in manifesting this 11/11/2020 portal? Just remember, like the Three of Cups said, like you are growing spiritually and physically. Trust the unfolding of what's going on. Take time to nourish. Know when to take a breather, a step back, pranic body. And remember to ask for help. The lone wolf days are over. I'm here for you. I'm pumped that we're here together. And I'm really looking forward to see how collectively we close out 2020 together. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you next time. Take care. Sat Nam.